afternoon, everybody, and welcome. Please know that we are monitoring the weather real closely and that it's probably gonna rain a little bit, but not much. We're gonna continue unless it thunders, and if it does, lightning or thunders, but then we'll make another announcement. But for right now, we're good. So stay tight. All right. Good afternoon again. My name is Gabriella Scarlatta, and I have the privilege of serving as the Provost and Executive Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs. On behalf of Chancellor Domenico Grasso, the administration, faculty, and staff, it is a pleasure to welcome you to the Spring 2022 commencement. Today, Today, we recognize the winter semester undergraduates of the College of Business and the undergraduates of the College of Engineering and Computer Science at the University of Michigan, Dearborn. So that means all of you. There was an earlier ceremony today that recognized undergraduates from the College of Arts, Sciences, and Letters and the College of Education, Health, and Human Services. Now, I ask you that you please take a moment to make sure that your cell phone and other communication devices are shut off or silenced. Thank you. At this time, we ask that you rise and remove your caps for the Star-Spangled Banner. Women, you don't have to do that if you don't want to. Active duty and veterans may keep their caps on while rendering a military salute. You may be seated. I would like to introduce now the platform party. Please stand when your name is called, and please hold your applause until the very end. Chancellor Domenico Grasso, you will hear from him a little bit later on in the ceremony. Mr. Ken Kettenbill, Vice Chancellor for External Relations. Dr. Amy Finley, Dean of Students. Ms. Melissa Stone, Associate Provost for Enrollment Management. Dr. Karen Strandholm, Associate Dean, College of Business. Dr. Ghassan Cridley, Dean, College of Engineering and Computer Science. Dr. Marcus Harris, Professor, College of Business and today's name reader. Dr. Bruce Maxim, Narashimurti Natarajan, Collegiate Professor and today's name reader. Hallie Mancuso, our student commencement speaker. Joining these individuals are representatives of the University of Michigan Dearborn faculty. These individuals are the intellectual and operational backbone of our university. Would the members of the faculty on the platform and in the audience please rise and receive recognition. are also joined today by 6 students who have been selected by their academic units to receive the Dean's Medallion. They will be introduced to you later in the ceremony. Finally, today's sign language services are provided by Deaf Can out of Sylvan Lake. We will begin today's program with greetings from UM Regent Michael Beam. Regent Beam has recorded his remarks for today's ceremony.
On behalf of my colleagues on the University of Michigan Board of Regents, I'm delighted to welcome each of you to today's commencement ceremony. It is also an honor to celebrate this significant milestone with you, our accomplished students, and your proud families, friends, and guests. Among our responsibilities as a board is the privilege of approving and granting degrees. You worked hard for this day, and the past few years have added additional challenges and obstacles along your path. However, you all persevered and are stronger because of these experiences. Please remember to thank those who have supported you along the way, as they too rejoice in your success. Today, you leave U of M Dearborn as the leaders and best, equipped to contribute to, and yes, even transform your respective fields, communities, and society. I hope, as you go out into the world, you remember the lessons Michigan has instilled in you, including searching for the potential in every opportunity and working to overcome roadblocks that may arise along the way. We hope that you will stay connected to your Michigan family and wish you the very best. Congratulations, class of 2022. Good luck, and wherever you go, go blue.
Thank you, Regent Beam. As mentioned, today's student speaker is Hallie Mancuso. Hallie is a College of Engineering and Computer Science student who will receive her Bachelor of Science degree in Bioengineering today. She was selected in a very competitive application process among her peers to represent her class today. Hallie, I invite you to the podium. Thank you.
Thank you. Greetings to University Regents, Chancellor Grosso, Interim Provost Scarlatta, and our college deans, friends and family, and most importantly, you all graduating today. My name is Hallie. I've sat alongside most of you in the classroom, attended the Biomedical Engineering Society meetings, and pride myself in being a woman in STEM, with a passion for inspiring the next generation. I am grateful for the opportunity to address you all here today, and it is my hope to serve as an inspiration for life after graduation. Now, I know what everybody is thinking. I have finally made it. I'm gonna walk across that platform and then be handed the single most important and expensive piece of paper ever, and then start my life in the great big world. With the increasing realization that every single stress-filled late night spent studying is over, that every group project, every 15-page lab report, and mathematical calculation that took way longer than it needed to is completed, this all alludes to the exciting and overwhelming realization that college is hard. College is a time sacrifice, and the high expectations and the pressures bringing way to academic, social, economic, and mental challenges that at times are really tough to bear. But it is a privilege. We have completed our extensive education at the University of Michigan Dearborn and now make our way into the next steps of our lives. With our heads held high, we start applying to jobs, start looking at relocations, or for some, graduate school, which leads way for full-time employment. Even though we have smiles on our faces and confidence, I will be the first to admit that venturing out can be really overwhelming. To bridge this gap between academics and our next steps, I wanted to share some insights that will serve as an inspiration during this transition. Number one, purpose. Self-worth doesn't come from a GPA or a job performance. It's so much greater than that. Number two is passion. A quote from Ali Abdaal really resonated with me that I wanted to share today. Enjoying what you do is the most consistent way to be productive. Number 3, take accountability. Responsibility will take you very far on the path to becoming a solution finder. And when in doubt, asking for help can make all of the difference. Number 4 is give back. Reinvest in your friends, your teammates, your community, and those around you by being a mentor. With these in mind, I can wholeheartedly say that I stand here ready, that we are ready. Push forward and let those tough moments define who you are. Use your purpose and passions to create a life that you want to live. Take accountability for your actions and remain confident that you have the skills to succeed. Your education is absolutely invaluable, and always be willing to give back. Years from now, you want to be absolutely sure that you can say you chose your life and you didn't settle for it. Congratulations, class of 2022. Good luck and go blue.
Wow, amazing, amazing. Very nice remarks from Hallie. Thank you so very much. It is now my pleasure to introduce our commencement speaker, Dearborn Mayor Abdallah Hammoud. The proud son of immigrant parents, Mayor Abdallah Hammoud has been an unwavering advocate for his hometown of Dearborn for more than a decade. As mayor, he is committed to reinventing government to deliver results for working families and residents in every corner of his city. In 3 terms, representing Dearborn in the Michigan House of Representatives, Mayor Hammoud has pushed for resources and shaped policy to improve quality of life and create a more resilient city. He remains committed to addressing Dearborn's aging infrastructure while pursuing innovative solutions to mitigate chronic flooding and upgrade technology to improve the city's operations. His deep roots in environmental advocacy date back to his election as the youngest member for the Michigan League of Conservation Voters, sorry about that, in 2014. As a state representative, he rallied the community to hold polluters accountable and provided the blueprint for Dearborn's air quality policies. Blending his background in epidemiology and finance, Mayor Hammoud has also served as a state and national health expert, advising major healthcare systems where he developed strategies to maximize revenue streams, creating cost-saving strategies, and identify gaps in healthcare coverage. He is a product of Dearborn Public Schools and a 3-time graduate of the University of Michigan. And he earned his undergraduate degree, like you today, from U of M, Dearborn. I now welcome Mayor Hammoud virtually to our ceremony.
Faculty and staff, families, and the graduates of the class of 2022. It's an honor to join you on this special occasion. To the university administration, if you can somehow pull some strings and get me an honorary doctorate in medicine, my mother would be deeply appreciative. Although still disappointed, I'm not an actual physician. My name is Abdallah Hammoud, and I have the privilege of serving as mayor of my hometown, Dearborn, Michigan. I am also a proud University of Michigan Dearborn graduate. By now, you already know what it means to carry a Michigan degree. It means joining a highly accomplished alumni base you'll soon encounter in every walk of life. Today, however, I want to focus on the hyphenated name of your school, not just the Michigan difference, but the Dearborn difference. As you studied here, all the complexities and challenges of the modern world were playing out right outside your classroom window, whether you knew it or not. And those challenges demand our collective effort. Once the birthplace of innovation rooted in the auto industry, Dearborn continues to face the reality of a post-industrial economy and must reinvent itself for the future. In a region not exactly known for extreme weather, we stared down the nightmare of global climate change when a 1,000-year flood devastated the homes of so many of our neighbors. Every day, Ordinary people on either side of Evergreen Road battle substance use disorder and addiction, reflecting the long road ahead to treat addiction as a public health issue. And you need not travel far from this campus to see what the other end of a global refugee crisis looks like. This is where many families across the world come to build a life outside the ravages of war and poverty, where they reinvent themselves and thrive. The hyphen Dearborn on your diploma can sometimes feel a little local, as if Dearborn, the 7th largest city in the state and growing, is too small. The reality is that Ann Arbor has 120,000 residents, and not a single one knows how to make a respectable shawarma sandwich. But as you studied here in Dearborn, there was a good chance that the person seated next to you was the first in their family to attend college. You no doubt met someone who spoke another language, who had lived in another part of the world. You got to see so many different journeys and detours towards the American dream, and learn better than most what a vibrant, messy, multicultural democracy looks like. The Dearborn difference is exactly that. It's knowing that the hyphen on your degree is an invitation to understand the world through a local lens. Yes, the world contains Dearborn, but Dearborn also contains the world. And so this city offered you a blueprint to construct a well-rounded worldview. While I believe the city is special, the reality is that you can always find universal truths in every local experience. Every struggle and triumph you read about in the news exists right here, no matter where here is. What I wish for you more than anything in this next chapter of your lives is that you see the local as a lens into the universal, that you can root yourself in something larger no matter where you are. Allow me to now leave you with a few pieces of advice. Number one, as you work towards your goals, having faith in yourself will sometimes feel irrational. I was 25 years old when I decided to leave my desk job and run for public office. Politics as a profession is not particularly kind to young people. You have to raise money and convince people twice your age that they should listen to you. When I shared my plans to run for state representative, almost everyone said I was too young, too inexperienced, or hadn't waited my turn. It's easy to believe what other people say about you, but my response was always the same. I'm not asking for permission. I'm asking for support. I encourage you to do the same, because for some of you, especially those pursuing non-traditional careers, that permission may never come. Faith is the raw material to create your own permission when no one else believes in your vision. Number two, everyone is on their own timeline, and you shouldn't feel pressure to succeed overnight. This may seem like a contradiction speaking to you as a 32-year-old mayor, but we live in a society that glorifies early achievement more than lasting achievement. If you feel an urgency to do something, by all means do it. But I can tell you, driving to Lansing at 26 is no more glamorous than it is at 56. It's the quality of your work that ultimately counts. Your place here today is the result of countless others who propelled you forward through their efforts, sacrifice, and example. And there's simply no substitute for hard work and perseverance, which are not always measured in time. Number three, if you take the entrepreneurial route and happen to open up a sandwich shop in Ann Arbor, and that sandwich shop happens to sell shawarma sandwiches, do not add hot sauce and cabbage to one of God's finest creations. The lesson here is stick to the fundamentals and you will undoubtedly succeed. Finally, number four, you will encounter countless views and arguments in the professional world. But remember that what people respect above all is authenticity. Embrace what you do know and be sincere about what you don't. In a world where image often feels more immediate than substance, where we sometimes engage more with constructed selves online than actual selves in person, being genuinely yourself is a radical act, but it's always the right one. Class of 2022, you made Dearborn your home for the last few years. This place has given you the tools to improve the world for the better, no matter where you choose to take them. Congratulations, and I wish you a bright and healthy future ahead. Go Blue.
Thank you, Mayor Hammoud. We are honored to call you an alum and a friend of our university. It is now my pleasure to present our degree candidates. Will Associate Dean Stranholm please come up to the podium?
Chancellor Grasso and Provost Scarlatta, today we are also honoring students who will have completed all academic requirements for a baccalaureate degree from the College of Business at the University of Michigan, Dearborn. Candidates for degrees are recommended by their faculties and presented before you today. Will the candidates for the Bachelor's of Business Administration baccalaureate degree through the College of Business please rise? Thank you. 3 College of Business undergraduate students have been recognized as Dean's Medallion winners based on their outstanding academic achievements. These students are Morgan Sorgatz, Summer El-Kulati, and Wajiha Fawaz. You may read their bios in your programs. I encourage you to do so. They are very impressive. Morgan, Samar, and Wajiha, can you please stand to be recognized? Oh, there you are. Congratulations. It's now my pleasure to invite Dean Kassan Kridley to the podium.
Yeah, please be seated. Thank you, Karen. Chancellor Grasso, Provost Scarlata. Today we are also honoring students who will have completed the academic requirements for the baccalaureate degrees from the College of Engineering and Computer Science at the University of Michigan, Dearborn. Candidates for degrees are recommended by their faculties and presented before you today. Will the candidates receiving their baccalaureate degrees through the College of Engineering and Computer Science please rise as their degree is named? Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Science in Engineering. Yeah, engineers. Also, 3 College of Engineering and Computer Science undergraduate students have been recognized as Dean's Medallions winners based on their outstanding academic achievements. These students are Alexis Warchuk, Hassan Ibrahim, and Maya Hamka. You may also read their bios in your program, and I encourage you to do so because they're really impressive. All right, let's give them all a big hand. Congratulations. It is now my pleasure to invite our graduates up to the stage for public recognition. I invite the name readers to your podiums. Yeah, please be seated. Please remain seated until ushers call your roll.
Okay? No, but I've done this 100 times already. So where do you want it? Where are you going to put it? No problem. Whatever you need to do is fine. I don't know if this is on yet, so.
We go. Ready? All right. Taylor May. Congratulations. I guess we need. All right. I thought we were going one more. All right. Yep. Julie Standiford. I guess all right. Donya Nusar. Hello there. Congratulations, sir.
Katrina Sophia Kassar.
Xavier Saad Koshi.
Brooke Spiegel. Chaz Lee Hook. I don't know.
Hussein Saad.
Nathan Paul Rulo.
Adam Abu Ryan.
Azil Abu Amari.
Nathan Lee Johns.
Devin Dan Fon.
Lucas Neimanis.
Yasmin McCall.
Sultan Hassan Shalhout.
Batul Faraz.
Ali El Zagir.
Melissa Ann Suarez. Maria Jose Utrad.
Mohammed Amir Bazi.
Abiz El Hek.
Dylan Hurst.
Samir Al Kuladi.
April Jean Grazia.
Waziha Fawaz.
Sam Sebastian Caramango.
Morgan Sargats.
Michael Barrett.
Maya Hamaka.
Joshua Rope.
Hassan Abraham.
Maxim Niken.
Alexis R. Warshak.
David Seguda.
Holly Catherine Mancuso.
Erin Nicole McCune.
Gabriel Jeanette Arnold.
Gina Marie Liss.
Hannah Mansour.
Matthew Weintraub.
Hafsa Pacha.
Basil Ismail Fawaz.
Jason Noel Bernardino.
Brennan Eric Sanders.
Aiden Royce Pearson.
Ayat Abbas.
Edward Mayati Margina.
Genevieve Gus Kassab.
James R. Steele.
Javino Ablahad Kassab.
Christian Michael Medaviluski.
Reem Imad Daher.
Tuba Sayed Yunus.
Selena Jalal Al-Asadi.
Aaron Stubbs.
Ian Dietz.
Keegan Filerty.
Elizabeth Rose Babuka.
Abdallah Ali.
Ahmed Abraham Al-Abri.
Yusuf Abdallah.
Madina Chaban.
Fatih Elda Mosala.
Fatima Ali Bazi.
Brendan Lovett.
David Dakrub.
Ali Hassan Mashaur.
Agada Awon.
Khalid Michelle Corbin.
Hajar Dalal.
Christine Michelle McKay.
Basil Al-Nabolisi.
Usher Heath. Zanab Majahad.
Derek Allen Johnson.
Sadie Gorman.
Alyssa Wilmot.
Jennifer Levin.
Jordan Urquhart.
Samantha Renee Taylor.
Hiba Jamal Al-Samhori.
Max Johnson.
Shulan Lee.
Maxwell James Wayneck.
Jada Collins.
Kevin Owen. Let her go down the stairs.
Hadil Nabus.
Kyle Van Kopnol.
Raneem Nader Al-Shayeb.
Zachary Murray.
Brian Walter.
Andrew Sargent.
Sierra Dean.
Nina Rose Alami.
Hussein Al-Bahraini.
Ali Sayel Amin. Marissa Lynn Kenyon.
Laura Simons.
Nolan Raymond Tussaud.
Stanislavas Orentas.
Max Kenrick.
Ricky Holby.
Malik Yahai.
Jordan Collins.
Saeed Hassan.
Ayat Fadhil Al-Zuad.
Uljawad Ulay Alawi.
Noor Sami Eselili.
Khalid Asad.
Zainab Farhat.
Ali Alaboudi.
Dominic Liberati.
Binghap T.
Shantanese Lewis.
Rebecca Carnes.
Hadil Nal.
Nadi Jimenez Michelle.
Ali Ankuni.
Ibrahim Mohammed Salah Ahmad.
Portia Levi.
Vivian F. Ashmar. Amna Anmir.
Denise Stephanie Uresti.
Amal Asim Mawood.
Olivia Lynn Kositz.
Nadi Da. Hassan.
Upasna Patel.
Christopher Hui.
Michael Mercier.
Justin Shiva Bahari.
Sally El Ali.
Abdullah Salam.
Ksenia Hu.
Joseph Pejovich.
Matthew LaForest.
Nevada Kendall Chandler Haggis. Zaleski. Alyssa Peyton Zaleski.
Rhett Limbach.
Kimberly Saba.
Bridget Bradakis. Azal Ahmed.
Hanifa Mirzada.
Christopher Hill.
Omar Wassam Olabi. Ali Sayad Sayad.
Mohammed Sadi.
Najet Alab.
Hadi Horani.
Alyssa Ibrahim.
Mahdi Ahmad El Sayed.
Moyataz Elbaz.
Hassan Al Sawish.
Joseph George Farhat.
Batul Dabaja.
Emma Zorn.
Caitlin Rose Schwartz.
Joseph Kyle Panakeski.
Gadir Hazimi.
Ahmed Shinek.
Aya Hamid.
Ali Almakaki.
Ala Dabaja.
Will Abbas Saman. Muhammad Ahmad Umbahamed.
Madison Alexandra Rowe.
Telha Rayman.
Dua Atui.
Hamza Nazar.
Mohadata Abdul Gerhani.
Akra Jabbar.
Alana Faye Hall.
Saada Jalad.
Austin Scott Parsons.
Rayan Bendar.
Andrew Gooding.
Mona Hojeji.
Gwen Roberts.
Shamuk Jamikra Mandavi.
Nidi Biet Shah.
Ibrahim Ali Manasser.
Alexander Kostov.
Mojahed Al Musiri.
Alexander Nicholas Rago.
Tala Musad El Rishari.
Anthony Devon Gordon.
Mota Khalid Salah.
Abdullah Masood Babor.
Zachary Allen Doctrov.
Noah O'Donnell.
Morgan Rose Turberg. Megan, sorry.
Olivia Jewel Duran.
Aaron Lim Stevens.
Kai Lee Young.
Ahmed Jeffrey Grunke.
Catherine Sonnenberg.
George M. Eikoban.
Rachel Elizabeth Kennelly.
Jacob Salati. You don't have a key on your card.
Sydney Stainbrook.
Jason Giuliotti.
Lucas William Ringe.
Logan Nelson Irbis.
Christine Kakish.
Gerard Tigola.
Joseph Allen.
Jessica Angelica Standish.
Aaron Guzman.
Perfect Bilal Ali.
Okay. Matthew Christopher Carbuick.
Jeffrey Fishman. Ahmad Maza. Owan
Sai-
Roeder. Clayton DeClue. No, we'll wait.
Zaim Syed Shutari.
Hadi Dana.
Joshua DeWitt Williams.
Jonathan Khalil.
Karen Stankiewicz.
Nathan Lipsky.
Melissa Paul.
Josiah Thomas Tepper.
Alyssa Maldonado.
Jacob Randall Steck.
Logan William Jerome.
Blake Jemez Rosevier.
Sarah Ann Ziarki.
Nicholas Daniel O'Donohue.
Joseph Samalski.
Cameron Michael Gooden.
Mary Beth Moen.
Al Kareem El Jamirji.
Thomas Kinoli.
Harsh Patel.
Diana Elizabeth Lukovic.
Akshay Patel.
Aya Saab.
Tyler Kincaid St. Peter. Okay. Hamza El Haresh.
Grant Saylor.
Montez Lamar Butch Jr.
Matthew Butkowski.
Brandon Martin.
Mohammed Sayed.
Brett Michael Arcelnot.
Abraham Dabaja.
Robert Elkins.
Ali Bedoun.
Michelle Liu.
Hussein Al-Jabali.
Harold CB Tuhad.
Ahmed Ali Mazolim.
Donovan Farrell. Well done, sir.
Mohammed Tariq Mukahal.
Farheen Bali.
Uthman Alanisi.
Amr Hadid.
Afranj Janweed.
Talal Al Fahad.
Dan Peterson.
Jared Waldron.
Brandon Rhodes.
Carl John Kubishka.
Stephen Stranahan.
Emily Claire Cloak.
Kyle Dakota Matthews.
Kareem Murad.
Trevor Nathaniel Johnson.
Maluk Harp.
Sydney Taylor.
Ree Ali Omar.
Christopher Bourne.
Balak Aldilhamari.
Todd Justin McMillan.
Leah Mustafa Ismail Fawaz. Omar Abdelfit Al Khatibi.
Amaya Gashinier.
Ahmad Salah Al Haidi.
Ingrid Camille Lagman.
Amuradman Yahia.
Jason Christopher Soltis.
Hasim Abdallah.
Ethan Micah Fritz.
Joseph Bernab.
Dalila Nasser.
Quinton Jafar Walton.
Sakun Patel.
Ahmad Hussein Dakrub.
Albert Leinert.
Ali Beydoun.
Norbert Leinert.
Hassan Mohammed Bazi.
Ali Bazi.
Ali Zahir Yazbek.
Abdullah Al-Sukati.
Ryan Hendershot. Nicholas
Hamza-
Scott Shoup.
Hamza Al-Nabi. Al-Jalandi Al-Bahri.
Barnabas Toth.
Kusaya Asab.
Arman Hussein.
Mohammed Bitar.
Lilia Bykirk.
Faris Al-Kaharusi. Azan Mohammed Al-Mizani.
Dominic Michael Kaburis.
Jahina Salem Al-Mamari.
Demont Kutan.
Tristan Gones.
Hidanash Dashi.
Jessica Marie Sterling.
Rhythm Anashi Sharma.
Anas Al-Shukri.
Caitlin Mormon.
Jordani Kolaku.
Danielle Wise.
Ali Ducru.
Julie Huin.
Dennis Alexander Cumbrink.
Alan Lee.
Martina Machnick.
Javier Castillo.
Kayla Marie Knight.
Joseph Kennedy.
Vihu Dumoran.
Abdallah LL Alaf.
Mary Sophia Pantino.
Hadi Osman. Tracy Alejandro Vargas.
Connor Alex Reinhardt.
Christina Michelle Lazo.
Matthew Dahl.
Fatma Almeida.
Matthew David Bryce.
Miria Salam El Mazuri.
Nathan Samuel Feldman.
Alexander Poole.
Matthew Havis.
Kyle Eggert.
Tanis Daniels Wanamaker.
Alexei Konstantinov.
Taylor Charbonneau.
Samad Almeida.
Ganur Sandhu.
Andrew Joseph Cahill.
Ali Shuhate.
Kevin Gindoli.
Gonza Lukika.
Ascender Shore.
Ali Shohati.
Reghad Hajar.
Tasneem Obey.
Amira Musa Duleni.
Basmala Al-Gahami.
Vishal Bogadi.
Donnie Zhang.
Upama Upriti.
Ayman Al-Sawadi.
Kevin Zaka.
Bilal Muhammad Mathana.
Well, I would like to thank our two name readers. As you can imagine, that is one of the hardest jobs ever. So I want to thank Dr. Harris and Dr. Maxim for helping us out today. So thank you. We would like now to acknowledge students receiving academic honors. Those students graduating with distinction have an asterisk by their names in the commencement program. For students graduating with high distinction, they have a double asterisk by their names in the commencement program. Those students receiving distinction and high distinction honors are wearing gold or gold and blue cords. I'm not done, hold on. Will graduates who have attained this level of excellence please rise and be acknowledged. My name. We also have a number of graduates with us today who have successfully completed the requirements for one of 4 signature programs, including the Honors Program, Honor Transfers Innovators, Engineering Experiential Honors, and the M-Talent Program. Would those graduates please stand? You may have noticed also that many candidates here today are wearing a variety of cords and stoles that represent the various societies to which they belong. Finally, those wearing a red, white, and blue cord signify veterans of the United States Armed Forces. We thank you for your service. It is now my pleasure to invite our Chancellor, Domenico Grasso, to the podium to address the class of 2022.
Thank you, Provost Scarlatta. I'm very mindful that I am the last speaker and stand between you and your celebration. So in the words of Shakespeare, brevity is the soul of wit, and I will be brief. Today you become University of Michigan Dearborn alums. Today, April 30th, 2022, is a day you'll always remember because it is the day where you first begin to forget everything you learned in college. Some of you overachievers have already got a start on that. But as Mark Twain quipped, what remains will be your true education. This is the day you've been working towards. Even if you are a little sad that your college experience is coming to a conclusion, you should be proud of your accomplishments. I also want to acknowledge those who have joined you for this ceremony. They served as your support system. They offered encouragement, advice, and help, both emotional and probably sometimes financial when you needed it. Please, anyone here who has assisted these graduates in getting to where they are, stand to be recognized by our graduates. And graduates, let's give them a big round of applause. We must also thank our distinguished faculty and our dedicated staff for their hard work and commitment to providing our students with an unparalleled education. Let's give our faculty and staff a big round of applause. You are among a fortunate minority on this planet to have had the opportunity to study and pursue your passions and earn a college degree. It's a worthy undertaking. What you've learned here can never be taken away from you. Your Michigan degree is part of who you are. Your ability to think creatively and critically while communicating persuasively will serve you for the rest of your lives. It also means that you have a responsibility to try and help others. What you do and how you live impacts those around you in innumerable ways. You will have the chance to make a positive change in the world. And when that opportunity arrives, please seize it. Remember, to whom much is given, much is expected. I will leave you with only one piece of advice, and it has nothing to do with sandwich shops in Ann Arbor. Continue to develop a growth mindset and stay curious. Keep reading and learning, especially about things with which you are unfamiliar. We do not stop being curious because we get old. We get old because we stop being curious. To borrow an aphorism from German philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche, our maturity rests in having regained the seriousness we once had as a child at play. So stay young. Class of 2022, you are going to contribute great things to our society. I am confident that you will take the knowledge and skills that you've learned here at U of M Dearborn and build a better tomorrow. Now, will all the candidates for graduation please rise? Thank you. By the authority of the state of Michigan vested in the regents of this university and by them delegated to me, I now confer upon you the degrees which have been recommended by your faculties, together with the rights, privileges pertaining thereto. You may now turn your tassel from the right to the left. Congratulations. Okay, you may be seated. I now welcome you to the Society of Learned Men and Women and to the work you are now prepared to do and the service you are obliged to render. Today, you join the pantheon of distinguished Michigan alums, nearly 650,000 strong, who have shaped and defined the world in which we live. Now it's your turn. I wish you every good fortune and success. Remember, it's the victors who write history. So now it is time for you to go and write your next chapter. Go big, go proud, and forever go blue. Congratulations.
Thank you, Chancellor Grasso. This concludes our commencement ceremony. I wish you a wonderful evening and congratulations again. Go Blue, go Dearborn.